Turkey light removes bacteria, cysts, parasites, and harmful chemicals to below detectable levels. It also reduces nitrates and unhealthy minerals like lead and mercury, while leaving in the beneficial and nutritional minerals your body needs.
From wireless radiation, what's worse is that you don't even know that it's happening. It puts as much stress on our body as if we had a constant viral infection.
I stay home. I don't vote. I don't vote.
Heart and Body Extract.
My name is Van, and I'm 68 years old, and I live in Vermont. Felt like my heart was pounding. Things to try to get some help for myself.
American Freedom Radio.
I'm partying all night, cause I ain't just trying to stay home.
Yes, who does that terrible song, do you know?
Yeah, Pitbull.
Pitbull?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Matthew, make sure that he doesn't get any RNA drops. I was just starting to say, and I want to rub this all across America's face. I said American Indians, but maybe the more appropriate term is American First Nations. I don't know what they're saying they are today. I'd like to call them. What's the proper term here in this world?
Indigenous people?
Indigenous people, okay. There is no indigenous people possible the way indigenous people were before the European imperialists came here through the printed press and newspapers. The just living in an environment that has satellites and television and radio, all the electric tactile media, or with railroads and those things, obsolesces the sensibilities that pre-literate people had. Now, what's interesting is that the indigenous peoples keep the imagery of the way they imagined they were in their secret societies, in their secret traditions. The wisdom that, literate baby boomers went sort of plundering to write books on it and find out about this stuff and celebrate it. The Starhawk kind of literature. All a grand illusion. Now, here's where it is not an illusion. It's a grand illusion if you set up a truth-lying dialectic. But the world over the last 50 years on the TV landscape, TV body, TV landscape level, has been retrieving every possible image of every culture that ever created, and it's a battle of the imagery that's going on. Whereas actually the people were changed by television and the chip body to be nowhere near in being to be like the imagery that's battled in what's called the culture wars.
Okay, so you're saying that the indigenous people aren't what...
They aren't
like they're completely separate. They're in another world, so to speak.
No, I'm saying they can't be. If you live in an environment with highways and automobiles, which the indigenous peoples, if they're on their reservations out in Nevada or wherever they are, and they feel isolated, their chemical body is isolated and not given access to the industrial affluence that the, quote, white man created, the European created. But the point is that industrial abundance is so obsolete compared to what you can get if you have a radio or a television or a computer. The imagery, the experience you can absorb, no culture has ever had before. So you are not living as an American, indigenous person, or even as an alien, a Pleiadian. None of those images meet the fantastic reality that we live in, been living in for most of the 20th century. And that was Phineas Wake's point, that's Marshall McLuhan's point, and that's one of my puny points.